Hello, my name is Matt Hill and today's date is May 8th, 2023, and today we will be filming a video for Sitek Process Solutions. Since we keep our customers' privacy and we upload these to the web, I will give you the location and the PO number of the job. Located in the US, and the PO number is 230268. Today we will be reviewing a fully refurbished 270S SRD with a 101 controller. Here we have a boat fully loaded. Close the lid. Perfect. Alrighty. Today we'll be running a typical spin rinse dryer process. First, it will go into its rinse cycle where it will rinse any unwanted particles off of the substrates. Then it will go into a purge cycle where it will dispose of any water out of the DI lines. After that, it will go into your dry one cycle where it will spin at a higher RPM in order to fling the larger water particles off of the substrate. Then it will go into its dry two stage where it will lower the RPM considerably and then use the drying element or the heater element in order to dry the remaining particles of the water. Looks like we just hit dry one where it's hitting those high RPMs. You can see the water particles very spinning. Once we get to dry two, we won't see too much water on there as well. Every SRD refurbished by a Sitek goes through the same refurbishment process. First, we take a tool and break it down to the component level, where we test each component for function, and then we chemically clean and electro-polish all metal parts. If it did come in with the housing, we also inspect the poly, clean it, and replace anything if needed. And we also replace any consumable parts like the hoses or the wiring. Once all parts have been prepped, it moves into our dry quality control. Here, each single head is built up and inspected prior to having facilities installed. Once it passes dry quality control, it moves on to the wet quality control, where we will install facilities and then test for full functionality. Once it passes both dry and wet quality controls, it will move into its final configuration, which you see here, and we will test it considerably. Once it's here, we run it 50 times in a variety of process recipes in order to test it and ensure that it is running perfectly. Looks like we're almost done with, we're into dry two, perfect. In addition to SRD refurbishment, Sitek Process Solutions offers 100% of spare parts and services for your SRDs. This includes motors, motor repairs, controllers, controller repairs, amp repairs, windows, door seals, solenoid valves, ACR valves, heater blankets, and 2 cartridges in 2 heaters. Basically anything you would need to keep your SRD up and running. We keep all parts in stock, and we can service and repair any part of your SRD. All right, as you see, we're in dry two. We're getting barely any water spots on here. Bowl is nice and warm. Looking good. On top of the parts and services that we offer, we are also always trying to keep our SRDs up to par and looking for better ways to make them more efficient. We have created the Slick Device Controller, which is a touch screen, offers into savings and preventive maintenance capabilities, and has the ability to save up to 20 different recipes. I think we don't have one right now. In this case, they send in just the head assembly, but there are other cases where if a client wants to or needs to have their poly housing inspected or replaced, they will send in their whole stack like this one over here. Looks like we're coming down to the final minute on the dry. Everything's looking good in there. Alrighty. On top of the SRDs, we also offer HTC repairs and services, on the box washer especially. And then we also offer equipment such as mask cleaners, resist pumps, pump repairs for IDI, cyber, or millipore, barrel ashers and etchers and microscopes, and metrology tools such as profilometers. Okay. Alrighty, down to the last 30 seconds. Everything seems to be going okay. Alrighty. Spool's warm. And as we come down to the last 13 seconds, everything went well on this run. All right. Once this is over, we should hear the RSP fire. Once the RPM gets low enough. Should fire here shortly. Alrighty. Alright. We have dry substrates. There's a few drops in here, but we don't want it to be bone dry. And so we ran a successful process with this tool, and it is ready to ship to our customer. If you have any questions, please visit us at sitekprocess.com or give us a call at 916-797-9000. Thank you, and you have a wonderful day.